Let me tell you all about Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. This says Dark Water by Koji Suzuki. I saw that as I picked it up. I was put on to Dark Places by a great friend of mine, Joe, and let me tell you, folks, I'll just cut to the point. This is a banger, okay? Gillian Flynn's and I don't know if it's Gillian Flynn. I'm gonna say Gillian because I don't know anyone named Gillian in real life. Dark Places is an absolute banger, guys. Everyone knows Gillian Flynn's work from Gone Girl, which, don't get me wrong, Gone Girl is absolutely incredible. I've actually never read the book. Incredible movie, but after reading the book Dark Places, Gone Girl is next up on the list. But this is ripe for adaptation, but it is an extremely dark book, and let's get into it, guys. Dark Places follows Libby Day, a now grown woman who is the survivor of a mass killing incident when she was a child at her family farmhouse perpetrated by her brother. Now grown up, severely depressed, PTSD, anxiety, and all that comes with it. She has no desire to work and is completely cynical and hateful towards everything in the world. But when she is strapped for cash, she starts making appearances at true crime conventions and is forced into a position where she has to reevaluate her assumptions about the case, her assumptions about her brother, her assumptions about motive, and everything else that comes with it. And now she, a grown woman, reinvestigates this murder that happened on her family farm when she was a child. Libby Day as a POV character, let me start there with her. She is so great. Such a brilliant character, and she's like cool and edgy, but also kind of like a little bit of a sack of shit, to be honest. Like, she's gone through all this trauma and she just hates everything. She can't be bothered with this or that. She has done a lot of decisions to kind of make a quick buck off the murder, that her family is completely horrified that she's done these things and opened these wounds. But to her, she's like, I don't want to have to work a job and I want to get by on book sale money and this and that, because she just can't. She just cannot function normally. And she's such a strange POV character because I've never really experienced a character like her. But she's cool and witty and funny and charming. And she's just sick, guys. She's just a great character. And they pair her up with this guy who's like a true crime fanatic who completely views the case differently than her. And it's with this guy, Lyle, who they kind of make this strange duo working this case together. But all the tertiary characters, and the book alternates in its format between present day and flashback. And with the two events, we're seeing what actually happened objectively on the day in Libby's investigation, converging to meet in the middle to answer the question for us. And what I love about mystery and thriller stories like Shutter Island, I read that in 2 sittings, so that was just incredible. But I hated Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None because I felt there were no actual clues, tangible evidence that we could read and follow along with to identify, okay, this guy's the killer. It felt like they just said it at the end, and then it was like, and then they retroactively make all these claims like, oh, that's why we know. But with this, as the case gets unraveled and new information is revealed, if you pay, it's very tough to detect, but if you pay very close attention, you can solve the whole of the case that Libby is trying to identify. And when the reveal happens and when you learn, and you do have a very satisfying ending where you learn what you're hoping to learn, when you do learn that, it is very satisfying and it hits, and it's like, oh my God, that is that thing. Like, oh, it just clicked for me and was so great. And I just loved that aspect of it so much. But yeah, some people will tell you if you look online that the ending came up too quick or too fast. They weren't satisfied with it. I completely disagree. I thought it was great, open shut, like tight story. I read it so fast, and I read it in an ebook format, so I don't know actually how many pages it is, but it felt like just whizzed by to me, and I really enjoyed it, guys. So I don't want to take too long. I don't need to dive into the nitty gritty of all this. I just want to tell you about Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, because it is an incredible read. and really dark and really grimy. Let me tell you this, actually. It is like quite gross and just makes your skin crawl at times. Like, oh my God, what a strange thing. Many aspects of it are very, like, trigger warning everything. Like, it's yucky book. But very well done. So I'm talking about Martyrs and Dark Places back to back. I think I'm gonna drop a review for Bring Her Back soon. I just watched that. That was an incredible. So I don't know why I'm on such a dark wave today, but yeah, guys, expect more stuff. Cause anywho's, Dark Places, Gillian Flynn. It's a banger. Check it out. Sharp Objects, you're on my radar. Look out.